Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the Imperial Destroyer mod. Last time around we saw off a Spanish invasion of our newly conquered, originally French island of Martinique, of the Windward Islands. Built a very brutal story around that battle as the Spanish forces, led by a militia regiment and a native, decided to chase down one of our militia regiments down to the last man. And then when the fight was over, there was still 500-ish Spanish troops left, but they were destroyed right after the battle or completely disbanded. And I kind of wove a story around that where the Spanish and their native allies were really brutal to a militia unit. Of course, a militia unit would have been raised from the inhabitants of the islands, or the Dutch or European settlers on the island. And seeing those so brutally murdered by the Spanish would have led, of course, to a reaction from the populace once the Spanish realized they were defeated and had to surrender, especially after the general had died. So you can have it turned into a really gruesome story, but I guess it gives some sort of like historical fan fiction, and most of these battles are really super bloody, and maybe you get more of a feeling as to what could have happened, or maybe it's just a little bit too gory in all. But there we have it. So we were able to do that from one bloody battle to another. We end up in India, in which we're going to attack Calcutta, where there's a garrison force of 6,000 men against our 6,000 men. So it's going to be a very bloody fight to take over Calcutta, which is a region, of course, which I've mentioned quite a few times last video. That is a huge region that controls a population of 52.2 million people. In comparison, that's about 5 times what I have in my European holdings. Now, you might have noted if you were quick there in the start that yes, I missed this last time. So I was wondering where. I've seen a lot of French forces moving around, so I was wondering, because the French still make a lot of money just from their home regions. I was wondering what they were doing with that. If they weren't able to repel the British in North America, if they weren't able to repel me anywhere, where were they sending the forces? They weren't marching towards the Netherlands, Amsterdam, or anything like that. Where were they going? Well, clearly they were sending them on ships going to India. Now, the French don't start with any territory down here, so I'm wondering, like, what it has possessed them to, assess that this is the area to attack, of all places. It is, though, a pretty kind of soft underbelly of my empire, because currently this was sort of a... I never expected to be doing this well in my Indian campaign. So we don't really have the proper troops here. Now, they obviously send all militia, but it's kind of interesting that the French are going to try and capture something here. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks, just by the way of the fleet, that I'm guessing they're going for Arcot, or if they're going all the way up here to take this. I don't know, maybe the French have some victory goals to capture regions here. I'm not entirely sure. But that's what's going on there. Fleet has yet to be materialized here to take out these. But hopefully we'll do that soon, as we're making a lot of trade money out of that. We're also making a lot of tax income, which is great. But you've got a little bit of an idea what's going on. The fleet is closing in 2 turns away. New Orleans. Hopefully we'll be able to end the war with the French by that time. Or maybe I want to continue just enough so that I can take out French Guiana, or take all of Guyana really, but French Guiana specifically. With that said, we'll start off this video with the Battle of Calcutta. The East India Company, with 6,020 men, attack the fort outside Calcutta, holding 6,000 of these melee infantry units under the command of Muazzam Abdullah. Maybe not the best plan I've had to split up my force, but I think the enemy will stay in the fort for quite a while. What I've done is I've sent part of the Sepoy force out here to take control of the village outside the town, or outside the fort. What we're going to do is we're going to roll up the cannons, we're going to bombard them, and then if they refuse to leave the fort to come out and fight us, then we'll surround it and attack all the walls simultaneously. As we now control both stretches of the road leading to the fort, and we'll put it in an iron grip, we'll starve them out or shoot them and kill them all. With that, let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start by rolling these cannons into position along the road here. Be ready to lob shots into the fort. Damn. Okay, so they've got... I don't know how close I dare go to this before the computer absolutely has a seizure. But they have set all the units right here. 6,000 men we're looking at. And it's all the same kind of dudes. Holy shit. If I'm able to fire upon that. Given that they're set up like that, maybe I should be more aggressive in surrounding the fort. We'll send these 3 Sepoy regiments to take the high ground on the... what is that? That would be the eastern, this would be the south, and that would be the west, right? So the East India Company troops will set up here, coming in from the south. We've got them in 2 lines already there, and then we've got these 3 Sepoy regiments moving to claim the high ground. The east, got cavalry closing in as to support the East India Company. Either side. The general moving along the road, setting up with the artillery, and then we've got these sepoys moving forward to take control closer to the fort. Interesting way they've done the road here, where it takes an abrupt turn, and then yet another abrupt turn, to have another abrupt turn, and then go along here to... I don't know who made this road, but probably needs to get fired. Okay, so I can't actually hit the center formation inside the fort as of yet. So we might want to roll them a little bit closer. I still want to be not too close. If it comes to it, we might provoke them by attacking the walls. And that will lead to the entire thing. And if we attack, say, at one wall first, then we should have all the enemies going for that side. And we'll be able to rain death down upon them. How close am I? I wonder how close I am to actually reaching this. I don't want to get too close. I can still kind of move onto the slope here. I don't think I want to go any further than that. And then we've got these then. What I can do is I can have two on either side. One climbing and one supporting the other. And we can see about going for that. While these three then does a similar thing here. The East India Company should be all nice. Oh, now I actually reached it. We'll go ahead and deploy, but I'll hold fire. I'll speed through to the point where we actually have set up. Love the time of day as well. Lovely nice weather. And it's not like an orange, super orangey tint on everything. But very nice. The troops are now more or less in position. So let's go ahead and start enacting this attack onto the fort. And see if this works. Can have you actually above here, being able to shoot above that guy. We have one regiment up here, two over here. That's all nice. What if I switch to the Karas shot? We haven't seen that. It's different to the other one. Let's go ahead and fire. Let's see. See what the enemy thinks of this. Here comes the shots. And blast them with fire. Quite a few troops killed. And the enemy is now set on attacking, it seems. In force. Maybe I shouldn't actually climb the walls now when I think about it. Reorganize yourself. Quickly now. Where do I have my cavalry? Cavalry units. On the way. As that is happening, we should actually go ahead and climb on the other areas. Or maybe not actually, if they're gonna try and come out here. We want to have everyone ready to fire on them. If they're gonna come out, they're coming out through here, getting shot at. But I think they might be entertaining the idea of going into the main fold. Okay, so this actually worked. They're not sending out enough troops to really do a difference there. Yeah, they're coming out here now. Fire flames at the gatehouse. Right, these two units destroyed. Hold your fire. It's not going as well over here. If they're gonna come out, we are climbing the wall though. They'll have to charge up the hill to get to the 12th Regiment. Here is where it's going to be nasty. I'm gonna switch to explosive shot because I think that might be more useful here. Trying not to blow my own units to bits by selecting areas on the ground to fire at. Building lost. I didn't know we had one. Okay, so my troops are getting up on the wall here. But so is tons of enemies as well. We are blasting these guys. It's all good. Fire towards the gate. Fire explosive shot towards the gate. Nicely done. We're beating them back. Okay, their force is definitely diminishing. It might be time now to climb this wall. Oh, we've taken the entire wall. 2 to climb, 2 to go through. 4 regiments of enemies. Getting cut to pieces here. Oh, they're claiming some of the other walls here. Units on the wall doing fine so far, but they definitely need support. Is this door... No, this gate is not controlled by us. I'm bombarding the gatehouse, but there's no point because, well, there is no one left there to fight, really. We're claiming this side. Let's see, 300 men in that one, 369. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. So I really want to have these guys up on the wall so they can kind of protect the ones that are going to go in through the gate. Looks like they're sending at least 1 regiment over to deal with us over here. There's 1 is coming for the guys on top there. Top of the hill. Cavalry should go in, sweep those guys away. Let's go ahead and see what are they doing. It's starting to lag now because this guy want to climb the wall, I think. Okay, you should be set to... Oh, they came through the gate. A large part of the regiments decided they didn't want to climb. So they actually went through the gate. The gate should then be open. I'm gonna send the most veteran regiment through. It might be hard to get more regiments through there. I'm gonna see if I can get you, maybe, just maybe, get you all the way around, get through that gate. How's it going over here? Now it's not going too well here. Oh, they have contacted over here. Let's see if I can get the cavalry up on the hill and attack this unit. And then we might want to try and see if we can save this one. Actually, I'm going to order you to attack, but do it in your own pace. Oh, the unit that came in here is attacked by all sides. Completely overwhelmed. However, this one should be fine. And I'm hoping to have these open fire. Yeah, this one is opening fire. Even though we are opening fire on it ourselves as well. Ooh, they're absolutely gonna slaughter this regiment. And unfortunately, looks like I can't do much. Maybe I should stop shooting my own men. Most of these shots seem to be landing precisely on my troops. You know what? If you could please open up fire from up the wall, that would be nice. Rather than just stand there like a bunch of idiots. This regiment kinda needs to be saved. What? Has the cavalry not gone in? Oh, they have. They have. Just not in the manner that I wanted them to. You need to get away, unless you want to get destroyed. You're fine. Set up here and fire down upon the enemy. They're trying to climb the wall. That one heavily damaged. Keep firing on this one. Keep losing gates. That's gonna be annoying when I watch the replay. To constantly click off those notifications. We do have a possibility here. What if I get my cavalry in through this gate, and now this guy's ready to come in through this part of the wall? This one's there's a risk of total destruction for this one. They're about to open fire, so I'm gonna get the cavalry out of there. As this regiment is about to start shooting into these guys. My cavalry coming through. I didn't actually order them. Oh, the gate has fallen. This is the only gate to get through. So I'm ordering them over to this side. You should run into position and you should fire at will. These guys are firing at will. Troops are chasing out, coming out after us and attacking the cavalry. I'll pull them away just so I can get a proper charge going in. Oh, this regiment have somehow managed to survive against all the attacks and all the troops over here. The guys over here are doing fine for now, but maybe not for long. You should be running. This regiment's coming in, and... oh, that's our guys shooting. Please open fire, damn you. We're shooting at this guy. Cavalry going in. Let's claim this gate, so we can send in the East India Company. Supply regiments holding off. Cavalry should ordered through the gate to join the fight. Let's order these guys back, as they're currently being fired upon by friendly troops. There, open fire again. Now there are only 95 guys left here. Let's see if I can order them over to this side of the wall. Trying to save them a little bit. Are you... the mass majority of that troop, I imagine, is going to go all the way around the fort to get through that gate instead of climbing here, which would be such a mess. 184, 85, that seems fine. Howitzers fire on the center. We've claimed another gatehouse, so this one's back in our control, which should mean that we could get this one through together with the two cavalry units. Let's see how's it going over here. Let's leave the cavalry to do the majority of the fighting here. Let's see if we can't get the musket regiment out of there. Actually push the cavalry all the way through, all the way into this unit, fighting that one. Oh, is he coming out through the gate? Or is he... no, he's going up the stairs to meet our man. Hold your fire for now. What are you doing? Just go for it. Go for that melee fight. Oh, what? I've got a unit here now? I didn't even notice that. We were claiming the center for a second there. We're holding a unit up here. We've got another one marching through here. The little one can be set into a house. East India Company troops are through, but they're not able to claim the wall as of yet. I think I'm shooting my own man, so I'm gonna hold fire to not aid here. I don't know, the cavalry might start to get tired, and that's why they're incurring more losses. I'm gonna get the other two regiments in. Hurry and set up and start firing on the enemy. Looks like we're about to win there. I think I think by God they've surrendered. The slaughtering is over. We are victorious. The fort has fallen. Calcutta is ours. The East India Company stands victorious. And here we have the result of the battle. 6,000 men deployed on either side, where the enemy lost everything, and we lost 2,000, leaving about 4,000 men remaining. That means that 1/3 of my army died in the process of taking the fort. Looking at it, I'm surprised not to find the howitzers anywhere close to the top. Only killing about 200 and 150. Could be that they caused a lot more damage, it's just that it's not counted in that way. We actually have a company of the East India Company regiment that gets the most kills. I'm not entirely sure which one this is, but I'm very surprised at that. I didn't think they were the heavy hitters here, or did the most, compared to the sepoys, which we can see here. But almost 600 for one of the East India Company regiments. Cavalry, also surprised that they didn't do too well in terms of what they killed. That's quite interesting. But there we have it. Calcutta has fallen to us. Can genocide, but I don't really get much for that. And given that population, it doesn't say how much population is actually lost there. I thought 5% of the region. That would be massive, given that there are 52 million. We're gonna go ahead and occupy. Region captured. And morale and command when leading infantry. Very good. So what do we have here? Well, we have a college. We have plantations, spice warehouse. We have pleasure gardens. We have weaving cottage, rice fields. Actually, 2 rice fields. And we also got cinnamon. The thing about cinnamon, can I? I wanted to just check. The cinnamon plantation, can that be turned into... That could be turned into cotton. Okay, so it couldn't be turned into spice. Which one is best, cinnamon or cotton? Cinnamon is at 11, cotton is at 10. Spice has risen! I believe it was at 19 last turn, now it's up to 20. So spice is doing very well. Very well indeed. We'll be repairing the region. And repelling the enemies that might come and attack us. Looks like I will, just by exempting tax, should work fine. Once I get the Governor's Palace and the Grand Opera House back up and running, we should be able quite nicely to hold this region. Quite split up here in terms of what kind of religions there are. Surprised that Catholicism is rising as quickly as it is, given that we've just taken it, but 4.6% increase, and that's with a bloody population of 52 million. Very interesting. But given the battle was actually quite long, I think we'll end it there. For the next one, it'll be interesting to see where the French land. Now, I should say here, in between turns, I went ahead and I tried to attack these. The problem I did was I didn't bring enough troops. I only sent 4 units. And, I mean, once the enemy got going, I realized they were all melee units, so they were able to rout my regiments pretty quickly there. And I was sent off. And that's kind of a bad timing, given that we've got enemy fleets and tons of troops. I'm hoping they're attacking here. I don't want them to attack here. Now I get 3 garrison troops, plus the 2 militia, and maybe I could withdraw this one or to the fort, but we'll see. I'm hoping they attack here, Or better yet, they attack here and they'll have to deal with the rebels that have spawned in the hills. But with that said, we're gonna end it here. We'll see what happens for the next one. But for now, I'll say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully I see you guys for the next one. Bye!